Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Julia. If you're new here, welcome. I am so excited that you're here. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to talk about the So Jaded palette from Colourpop. This was Kathleen Light's collab with Colourpop, and this palette is called So Jaded. Unfortunately, it is no longer available on the site. It was discontinued a while ago, I would say. But I feel like this was such a loved palette. So this is a very loved palette in my circle. And since it got discontinued, I decided it would be really fun to show you the swatches, talk about its shade, and overall tell you guys whether or not you missed out on this one. This is what the palette looks like. This is the overall color story. If you're excited to see the swatches, if you're excited to see whether or not this palette lived up to the hype and to my own expectations, please continue watching. So without further ado, let's start the swatching process. So this is what the palette looks like. I love the artwork on here. And you open it up. This is the overall color story. I hope it fits into the screen. And we're starting the swatches with this first shade called Diamond. This one is the Super Shock Shadow Formula, and this one is quite sheer, that's why you can't really see anything. I'm sorry about that. But this one just has a really subtle sparkle to it, and at first I really didn't like the shade. I thought it was pointless to have it in here, but actually you can use the shade like on top of a matte eyeshadow all over your crease, and it will give some like sparkly effect to it, and it will be perfect for work, if you're not allowed to wear like bright colors or like super shimmery shades. This one would be really nice to just use as a topper, so at least now it has a purpose. But on my skin tone, like on a swatch, you cannot even see anything. But yeah, I will try if I can find a picture of a look that I did like with this as a topper. I can show it to you, but yeah, this is the shade Diamond. Not really good start, but it's a good palette, guys. But yeah, this is not the really nice eyeshadow. The next shade we're swatching is called Rose Quartz. It looks kind of like a very cool toned brown grayish kind of color in the pan, but how am I gonna do this? See, on camera and on the swatch, it has like a really cool, like mauvey, dusty rose kind of undertone, and I really like how the shade looks like on the swatch. I can't remember if I used it on the eyes. I might have, but yeah, it doesn't look like anything special in the pen, but I love how it looks on the swatch. Ruby. It's this really nice red eyeshadow. This is what she looks like. This is the shade Ruby. I love how it's not like in your face type of red, but it's kind of subtle. And if you're just starting to use red eyeshadow, if red intimidates you, you can use this one. And yeah, it's a really nice first red eyeshadow. It's not too overwhelming, but it gives this red undertone to your eye look, and if you like deepen it out with the brown, it's not as overwhelming as it might seem. So yeah, this is the shade Ruby. I love this color. Next shade is called Royal Jewels. It's this color right here. It's a little bit kind of like a cool tone peach, I feel like. So this one right here, so yeah, it has like a subtle peachy undertone to it, but more on the cooler side, so not like warm peach, but a cool tone peach. Again, really nice for a crease color. This next shade is called Fluorite. It's this color right here. This is what it looks like. Where am I gonna swatch it? I also can't find my cotton pens anywhere. I have like a few, so I have to be very... So this is what this Fluorite looks like. It's this color right here. This one is a lavender with a dusty rose type of base. I feel like it's a very unique color, but I would love for it to have, more sparkle, more bam. Guys, I'm telling you, I need sparkle and shimmers and all that stuff. But I can acknowledge that this one is a pretty unique shade, and I've used it a couple of times, and yeah, it's just a very subtle shimmer. So if you're into that, this one is really nice, and it's a really unique shade to have in your collection. And then the last shade in this first row is called Moonstone. It's this one right here. This is what it looks like. Not the biggest fan of those type of colors. I'm gonna show you what I mean. So this is the shade Moonstone. It has more sparkle than this one. However, I am not a fan of those type of tones, the subtle light shimmers and mattes. Not the biggest fan. And this one, I would say, it doesn't look great in the inner corners. Actually, all of the shades that were marketed or described as an inner corner shade, I feel like none of them look that good in the inner corners. And this is one of them. Yeah, it's just for me, it's like a really boring sparkly shade. It has some sparkle, but yeah, overall I am not a fan of those type of shades. I'm not a fan, but yeah, that's the color Moonstone. Moving on to the second row, this first shade is called My Precious, and it's a classic ivory shade in my opinion. This is what it looks like. So this is what the shade My Precious looks like, and again, this is what I was talking about. I'm not a fan of those white based eyeshadows, both mattes and shimmers. I don't use anything under my brow bone, so this one doesn't really have any purpose for me. But yeah, this is the shade My Precious. The next one, however, this is called Sunstone, and the camera doesn't do it justice. This one is so pretty. This is the color right here. It's so much brighter in person. This is the color. This is one of my favorites in the entire palette. It has this really nice sunshine, soft fire. This is what I would describe it. It's like a soft orangey fire. It's an orange, but it has this really subtle glow to it. I'm obsessed. It looks stunning all over the lid if you want a really nice orangey type of look, but you don't want it to be doing your face. I love this color, and it's perfect for every day. So that was the shade Sunstone. Next up we have, what's this called? Pearl. This is another inner corner shade. This is the color Pearl. This one looks better on the swatch than it does in your inner corners. This one was marketed fully as an inner corner shade. No. This looks, at least on me, it looks horrible in my inner corners. It kind of looks like you accidentally put powder in your inner corners, and it's not a good look. I don't love it. I don't like it at all. It looks better on the swatch than it does on my eyes, and I have a fairly light skin tone, so yeah, this shade is not for me. Then the next shade is my favorite matte in this palette. This is the color Citrine. This is what it looks like. I feel like it's a classic mustard shade. Oh yeah. This is Citrine. Yeah, I feel like it's a classic mustard right here. It's perfection in the crease and all over the lid. When I'm in a rush, when I just have, a few minutes or 5 minutes to get ready, I will take this eyeshadow, I will put it in my crease and then put it all over the lid, and then put a light topper, that diamond shade, the first one that I swatched. It looks really good, such good quality. You can use it in any way you want. This looks kind of nice in the inner corners. I love this shade. And it's a pretty unique mustardy yellow. I love it. So this next shade is called Garnet. And this is a mid-toned burgundy type of shade. It's just what it looks like. It's a burgundy, but it's not like super dark, so it's kind of like mid-tone. I love this one. It's really nice to deepen out the outer corners, you know, when you're having like a burgundy red type of an eyeshadow look. A really nice quality. This is just one swipe. I love the pigmentation. This eyeshadow is awesome, pigmented, easy to work with. Love the color. This is Garnet. Even like these two together, citrine and garnet, look really nice paired together. And then the last one here is called Ametrine. Hopefully I pronounce it correctly. This one right here, it's a dusty kind of cool toned purple. This color is gorgeous as well. Those three colors right here, plus the Sunstone. I really hate how it's not picking up on camera. Like, trust me, this color is awesome, both independent on the eyes and on the swatch. But these ones are awesome. So this shade, Ametrine, it's a really nice kind of like more cool tone, dusty rose burgundy than this one. This one is leaning more red. This one, I feel like it's a classic cool toned burgundy. I love it. Again, you can use it all over the lid or in the crease. I really love the shade. It's also one swipe, so very good quality. Okay, moving on to the third row, we have Stone. This is Peridot or Peridot, however you want to call it. And this one is probably the sparkliest eyeshadow in this whole palette. This is what it looks like. This is the color Peridot. It has like a green base to it. And then the sparkles are lime green / yellow. It's a very unique shade, I feel like. And I've done a look with it, like put the citrine in your crease, then deepen it out with a brown, and put this one all over the lid and in your inner corners, and you have a really nice quick eyeshadow look using only 3 eyeshadows. And this will be the start of the show. This one is pretty unique and it has a lot of sparkle to it. Yeah, and I feel like it's not like your classic lime green, it's not your classic like yellow, like it's pretty though. It's really nice. So the next color is called Your Gem. It's this one right here, and I feel like this is the matte version of the shade Sunstone, the one above it. They look really nice paired together. This is the color Your Gem, a really nice orangey matte color. Again, one swipe, really good quality. You can use it in your crease. Love the quality. This has a warm undertone to it, and I prefer something a little bit lighter in my crease, so I feel like I would use it you know, as a second color to put in the crease, like as a deepening shade, you know, the initial one. Moving on to the shade Tiger Eye. This is the shade Tiger Eye. Now, I was really excited for this shade because in her swatch it kind of had this like glow from within. I don't know how else to explain it, but it also had a really nice like orange gold type of sheen peeking through. Maybe you can see it somewhat, but in person it just looks like a brown. It looks like a regular brown on the eyes. Don't get me wrong, like there's nothing wrong with a classic brown. I love a neutral eye look. I got really hyped about this shade because of the way it was portrayed in the video, and the end result just wasn't that. So I was a little bit disappointed with this shade. I really wanted it to have that effect that I saw in Kathleen's video, but it didn't have that, and yeah, this was a disappointment for me. Quality wise, it's a really nice eyeshadow, but I was just expecting something totally different from it. And the last one in this row, we have Aquamarine. I love this one. This one is a really nice kind of subtle iridescent pastel blue color. Look at this. It's princess vibes, like Frozen. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit subtle. It doesn't have a lot of sparkle to it, but I really love it. Mainly because of the color. I like the subtleness of it. I love the color. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented. This is one of very few instances where I like a subtle shimmer. This eyeshadow is called Geodude. Kind of looks like poop, honestly. So yeah, it's a cool toned brown. It's like a dark mustard, I feel like. I like how it looks on the swatch, and it actually looks darker on the swatch than it does in the pan. So you see that? It looks much darker on the swatch than it does in the pan. On the swatch, I like the color, again, really nice for the crease when you're doing a neutral type of look. But yeah, it's not a brown, but it's a good one. The next one is called Carnelian, I feel like. This one right here, it's Rusty Brick Red or Orange, rather. Yeah, it's a rusty orange. It's like a brick rusty orange. This one right here, the pigmentation is insane. This is just one swipe. I'm obsessed. I don't normally use those eyeshadows a lot, but it's amazing. I need to use this one more. Next one is called Stoned. So it's not a black, it's kind of like a dark brown that almost looks like a black. It looks black on camera, fantastic. This one is called Stoned. Really nice pigmentation, really nice for deepening out the look, you know, to use this as to use as the darkest color in your eye look. Yeah, really nice quality. It's a nice shade. This one is called Jasper. So this one is not a classic brown. It has a burgundy undertone. It's kind of like a darker version of this one, and a little bit more like toned down. This one is more bright. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it has this burgundy type of undertone. Like it's a really, really dark burgundy type of eyeshadow, and it looks almost brown. Stunning. Again, one swipe, really nice pigmentation. If you like dark colors, I feel like this palette has a lot of them. And the last shade in this row is called Onyx. This one right here, it's a black with a ton of shimmer in it. This one is really nice for a smoky eye. So this is the Onyx shade. It's not the blackest black, if you know what I mean. It's nice for a smoky eye, but I feel like you could find something better. Just my opinion. I'm an opinionated lady. If you have any Sagittarius in your chart, you know what I mean. This is so swatching. So I have 2 cotton pads left. And we have... I skipped a shade. Great. Anywho, we'll get back to it. Who else is LOLing at the fact that it's winter, but they have summery type of blanket on my bed? Yeah, now it's better. I skipped a shade in this row. This one's called Turquoise. And if you're from Ukraine, Russia, any Slavic country, this is a classic shade of Zelonka. Like, just like no doubt about it. This is the shade. It's teal, but more green leaning. Yeah, listen, this one is pigmented. Let me swatch it. Swatch it. This one. This one right here. No, это зеленка, ну ё-моё. Зеленка is kind of like a disinfecting substance. When you have a cut, or like you fell and your knees got scratched, this is what we use to help it heal. Not to help it heal, not the heal, heal. The pigmentation is insane on this one. Not really a big fan of it on the eyes though. This one doesn't look really flattering on me. Maybe it looks flattering on other people. So if you have this palette and you make it work, let me know. I can make it work, but it takes a lot of time. But I love the pigmentation. So if you like those type of shades, go for it. The quality is really nice. That was the entire first row. Now moving on to the last one. Now trying to finish filming before the sun goes down, because my ring light doesn't have any battery left in it, and I forgot the charger, and I'm a whole mess, and it's Venus retrograde. Okay. Last row. This color is Emerald, really nice green shimmer. I feel like they nailed the shade. This is Emerald. It's a nice dark green shimmer. I feel like it's emerald when I think of emerald. This is what I picture it looking like. I really love this one on the eyes. Green is my favorite eyeshadow to wear on my eyes when I wear something colorful. I am a collector of green eyeshadow, and any type of green in the palette I will love, especially shimmer one. I'm more of a shimmer type of girl. Love this one. Next up is Jade. This is a mossy khaki green right there. This is the color Jade, classic khaki shade. If you love those tones, you will love this one. I'm glad that they included it in this palette. I wouldn't say I use this one a lot, but yeah, this is really nice quality eyeshadow if you're looking for this type of shade. This one is Alexandrite. It's a dark matte mid-tone purple. Oh my god, please don't fall. I cannot handle any more things falling. Two swipes right here, really nice mid-toned purple if you're doing a purple look. This one would be nice in the crease. Next one is probably the most shimmery one, along with Peridot. This one is Rose Quartz, right? Yeah, this one is Rose Quartz. This is a really stunning metallic. This one is Smoky Quartz. This is Smoky Quartz. It looks way shimmery on the eyes than on the swatch. I don't know what the heck happened there. It has a really nice dark base to it. Doesn't look very appealing on the swatch, but trust me, this one is great on the eyes. This next one is called Amethyst. It's a really bright, nice purple shade. It's nice. This one right here, nice pigmented, very cool Halloween shade, I feel like. And if you love purples, you'll love this one as well. And the last shade is Sapphire. It's this dark navy blue right here. This is Sapphire. The pigmentation is insane. I'm not the biggest fan of blue eyeshadow, but I love a dark, deep dark blue eyeshadow. This can be a little bit patchy to blend, so you need to work a little bit more to get a nice cohesive look, but the shade is really nice. And that's it. That was the shot. I'm in the mood for a shot though. So this was it. This was the entire So Jaded palette swatched. We talked about each shade, what I liked about it, what I didn't like, is it good, is it not good, all the nicks and knacks of this palette we explored. Now final thoughts. I love Kathleen. This is not sponsored. I honestly have 0 subscribers right now, but I love filming videos and like I love makeup. This palette, I feel like at this moment in time there are dupes even on Colourpop's website. Like I'm happy that I have this palette, but if you missed out on this palette when it was in stock, you can get other palettes. I think It's a Mood is a really close dupe. I feel like that one is a close dupe, and with the amount of eyeshadows that Colourpop has, I feel like you could dupe this palette. I love to use this one. This one kind of gets a little bit old. Upon swatching, I noticed that some of the shades were really like dry to the touch, and if like initially they had some duochrome kind of effect, or they had a certain undertone. Some shades lost it by now. So yeah, I feel like this palette is getting old, but I'm happy I got it. And this has got really nice shades that I love to use, like the Peridot, the Sunstone, Ruby, the Citrine one is really good. Aquamarine, this Amethyst, the purple one, the Emerald one. So yeah, it has some really awesome shades, and I'm happy I have this palette. But I don't feel like you really missed out on this one, to be honest, just being super straightforward with you guys. And yeah, this is my opinion on the So Jaded palette, and whether or not you missed out on this little beauty. Oh, it's not little, it's this big beauty. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you love makeup, if you love beauty. I'm doing a lot of swatch videos, and get ready with me. I do a lot of tutorials. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I have a lot of fun things planned for the future. Smile as much as you can. Don't stress too much. Always follow your dreams. Remember how loved you are. I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye!